Warm welcome for Todor Kolev from Comrade Cooperative.
Hello. Yeah, I need my slides. Okay, so we are the Comrade Cooperative, and the first and most important thing, we are not a company. We are actually a cooperatively owned legal entity established in Bulgaria in 2017. And our mission is to build an organization of the future. Organization of the future that's helping humanity deal with the technologies of the future. There is a major event on our doorsteps, the technological singularity. It's the event when generally available AI will basically outperform human intelligence in almost all tasks. And this event will bring both major challenges and major opportunities. We often joke that our mission is actually to save the world by helping it steer in the right direction on this major event. So far so good. We have won a number of prestigious awards, and we also have about 400,000 euro funding from big technological companies and also major blockchain projects like Aeternity, which were also our first investor. Thank you, guys. And this funding goes to our two projects, Wetonomy and ScyNet. The first project, ScyNet, is dealing with the cause of singularity. And we are not hoping to stop it because technological progress cannot be stopped. We are just aiming to make it open and inclusive rather than proprietary and elitarian. So ScyNet is a decentralized network that incentivizes miner nodes to provide computing power for AutoML algorithms. These algorithms, they require a huge amount of computing power, but they might prove to be the last invention of Homo sapiens, because basically these algorithms are an automation of the automation. So Europe is Europe needs to ensure its competitiveness and its technological independence from the US and China. And we are proud to announce that Comrade is part of the Bulgarian consortium that's applying to establish one of the European AI centers for excellence in Sofia. These centers, they will work on moonshot projects like ScyNet that will give competitive advantage to the European Union. And our second project, Wetonomy, is dealing with the side effects of the singularity. New jobs are constantly created, but at one point when the artificial intelligence and automation is surpassing humans in virtually every task, things will change. And it's not that humans will do nothing, but the whole notion of paid labor will become obsolete and need to be rethinked. So if we are not working for each other, we can still keep working with each other in organizations that are autonomous, organizations that are owned by everybody and nobody. And that's exactly what we are doing with Wetonomy. It's a framework for creating decentralized autonomous organizations as autonomous reward systems. We have based this framework on our experience in running an autonomous organizations, but this can also be applied in any traditional company for fundraising and employee engagement. We are also working with Network Society Lab. It's a very interesting organization. They are working directly with the Maltese government to establish a legal framework in Malta that will basically define DAOs as legal entities, and they will be continuously funded DAOs. They have adopted our idea to frame the relationship between the DAO and its collaborators as debt. So basically, all Wetonomy-based organizations will be naturally synced with new legislation in Malta. And basically, that was good news for all the projects in the Starfleet Accelerator in Malta. They can all benefit from this new legislation. And we are also planning to register SPVs for our projects in Malta so we can do continuous funding. So, we cannot save the world without education. Our last and very interesting project is something that we are collaborating with the President of Bulgaria, Rumen Radev. He is leading the effort on building and establishing a center, educational center in Sofia, where kids can learn digital skills through individualized learning experiences and hands-on workshops. So this collaboration between the business and education is very important part of the project. That's why in this center we'll have also offices and an incubator for Wetonomy-based virtual companies. This project is supported by the Qatar Foundation and personally by the Emir of Qatar. We have also the support of the Bulgarian Academy of Sciences, and this will become the home of the Bulgarian national teams in Science Olympiads. The Comrade's role in this project is to make the whole center self-sustainable and operationally autonomous with smart contracts that will basically do self-leased offices. So all the offices will be self-leased. We'll have also transparent and democratic budget allocation system and an open bounty network. So we cannot save the world with a project that's local. That's why all the work, all the designs, architecture plans, and software for this project will be open source, so we can, so this project can be freely replicated all around the world. And finally, I can show you a quick demo, like a quick video presentation of how the center will look like. Okay, it's done. It's the end of the video. So yeah, thank you. And now let's welcome on stage Vladi. Yeah, let's welcome on stage Vladi, who is also part of the Comrade Cooperative, and tell you more about how we are doing autonomous organizations. Okay.
Nice. The clicker? Okay. Okay, anyone can hear me? Cool. Hello everyone, my name is Vlad, and first of all I would like to thank Aeternity for organizing this event, so a big round of applause for them please. Like Todor, I'm part of the Comrade Cooperative, and I'm really happy to be here and talk about our project Wetonomy. Now Wetonomy is our framework to create and manage decentralized autonomous organizations. We want to transform the way people work. We want to give people an incentive to reward their contribution more fairly and transparently. We want to give people a real stake in the organizations they're working for. And this incentive, we call it high-risk automated debt. Now, for example, me standing here and making this presentation, I create value for the project Wetonomy. And this value can be rewarded with tokens by my colleagues. Then these tokens are going to be stored on the blockchain. They're going to be stored like debt. And the cool thing is that the system is autonomous, so I don't have to trust them. My tokens are completely locked. So only in the event when Wetonomy starts generating some income, these tokens are going to be bought back by smart contracts. We call it also high risk because any new project or venture has uncertain income, so they don't know if they're going to make any money. And the cool thing is that this debt system, we can apply it everywhere, whether it's a small project in a big corporation, a startup, or any traditional business. Now, Wetonomy is literally a framework for built decentralized organizations. It's like you receive a Lego box full of the simplest elements to shape your organization. In this Lego box, we can give you templates which you can follow. However, we believe that if we give you the tools to have more artistic expression, let's say, and make your own organization, we can give you members and groups components which can allow you to create organizations which help you manage organizations on who is allowed to do what on your organization. We give you token flow components which are basically the which allow you to see when to mint, burn, and split your tokens. Which give you all the necessary tools so you, like an artist, can create, and you can create any system as beautiful and complex as you want. Now, to hold everything together, we need a really strong force. In Wetonomy, our strong force framework gives us the core components and infrastructure to build secure smart contracts with a higher level language such as C#. So we make the life of developers easy by giving them the .NET framework because of its mature runtime and huge dev community. Underlying strong force, we use the Tendermint consensus engine. However, we plan also to implement Substrate in future. And besides smart contracts, we also give higher level of APIs such as message forwarding and access control lists, which allow you to make even more complex smart contracts and interactions. And here it is. Here is how our world looks like. Our UI is structured in terminals. Those terminals can plug in and work with any smart contract classes and interfaces. No, sorry. It's still, yes. So it's, if our backend was like a car, these terminals are like the driver who knows how to steer the wheel. And why mobile, you might ask? Well, how cool is it to manage your organization on your phone? And now I'm going to show you a demo. Okay, so we have developed the first terminal, which is the achievement terminal. In the achievement terminal, I can post any achievement. For example, this presentation at Eternity. I can post an achievement and my colleagues can reward me. Everything will be, each reward will be stored with tokens on the blockchain. I can also reward the work of others. Okay, and right, so everything is automated, and only when income comes into the organization, then my part of that income will go and buy back these tokens. So everything is automated. And okay, to wrap things up, like the last slide. Okay. To wrap things up, we have developed a full-stack MVP with the achievements terminal and transactions on the blockchain. We're working now on more terminals such as voting, time tracking, and bounties to make it more functional. And you can go and visit wetonomy.com even if it's still on beta and subscribe to our bi-weekly tech update, visit our GitHub, and hopefully you can join our Future of Work movement. Thank you. Now, I have shown you how to create decentralized organizations, and my colleague Anastas will show you how to make an autonomous product.
Hi, I'm Anastas, also part of the Comrade cooperative. I'm here to exhibit a scenario where we don't fight technological progress, but embrace the latest advancements in AI to make the process of creating AI more decentralized. Some might say there is a real need for that because we have just entered the era of AutoMLs. As Todor has mentioned, these are machine learning algorithms that, if you give them enough computing power, can learn to design other machine learning algorithms. So it's like HAL 2000 training a bunch of other HALs to become better at destroying human life. So if that sounds likely to many dystopians, we are nowhere near to artificial general intelligence. So how advanced is modern AI? It's not a well-defined term, AI. It's more like a buzzword for machine learning, which is the process of having a machine to learn to perform a task. These tasks can be anything from writing poems, predicting events, recognizing cats, dogs, cancer, driving a car. What changed the game was a Google paper released in 2017, which proved that an AutoML algorithm can produce better AI than human researchers did in the same year. So it's a continuously evolving algorithm, basically AI that creates AI. When most limiting factor of AutoMLs are computational and data resources, things can shift in the wrong direction pretty fast. Such a perpetually advancing AI can increase inequality and even become an existential threat to our civilization if it's owned and controlled by a centralized entity with centralized decisions, so it can become a single point of failure. The good news is that we are at ScyNet and the Comrade Cooperative. We are here to stop that and build this new technology in the most open and distributed way. ScyNet is a decentralized network of AutoML nodes, which is running open source software, collaborating through the blockchain, and using zero-knowledge proof mechanism to prove agent performance. These agents can solve simple tasks or use each other to solve more complex problems. To do that, a private company or a foundation with a non-profit, any non-profit organization can deploy a private or a public AutoML. And for the purpose of training these models, they create a continuous stream of training jobs. These training jobs consist of a model, obfuscated data, and a performance metric. Then these jobs are picked by computing nodes who train that models, and after which an optimal performance is achieved, they return the model to the AutoML node. These models are ranked and validated. So these AutoML nodes can pick the best ones and configure a better next cycle of training jobs. And computing nodes, miners that has provided the computing power can earn a reward. The power in the ScyNet network comes from GPU miners, the same GPU miners that are collaborating on any proof of work blockchain. So we tend to believe that with the rise of proof of stake consensus in many blockchains and hybrid ones, these miners will be in the search for useful proof networks like ScyNet. While many applications can be built on the ScyNet platform, but to bootstrap the network, we chose something that is immediately applicable and profitable enough to pay for the invested computing power. So the first project built on ScyNet will be in the area of algorithmic trading of digital assets. And we just completed a significant milestone for our project because we released a public testnet, which is now available at ScyNet AI demo, where you can see agents that are an AutoML node that is producing agents which are predicting the movement of the Ethereum token price. So if you want another trading signal, please refreshing this page because agents are becoming better and better with the time, and they're constantly evolving. We are seeking further, besides that we have have from Aeternity, we seek further funding for ScyNet, and this is why we are organizing a token donation event, which will last for more than a year. It will be powered by autonomous auctions, and the price will vary based on demand. So if you want to learn more details about the token donation event, please go to ScyNet AI Donate and subscribe for the latest news. Thanks.